So I need to remove this panel to get at this. I need to be able to have full access to that boot. And I don't know exactly what needs to come apart, but I know it's hidden behind the kick panel. Almost everything in this car is 7mm. Now, this carpet is glued in, or at least it's held in with some type of, I don't know if it's an adhesive or just that tar. It is glued in. I know this because I took all this apart once to get behind the stereo to the body control module. I needed to, well, I was having an issue with my digital dash, and it turns out the harness to the body control module wasn't tight, so I just had to go in there, disconnected the harness and plugged it back in, and that worked. Alright guys, while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and take off. I'm going to try and completely remove that kick panel. I believe there's only one or two more bolts. Okay, that's it. 5 screws, 2 on the front, 3 along the bottom. Now, this large cover here, you have to remove this as well. And what that gives you access to is there's a plate right here. This plate has 2 larger bolts. That's what hold the steering column in place. I wanted to remove the cover to see if I'm missing anything. To get this kick panel out. Oh yeah, there we go, right there. So there's a screw, another screw that requires a 7mm right up here. Now, okay, the kick panel is ready to come out. That was the kick panel replacement. Here's your harnesses for your power seats. Here is what I was talking about. I needed to get access to the rubber boot to do a proper install. And this metal cover here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws that hold this in, and what you do is you take this off to get at this bracket held in by 2 larger screws or bolts, which allows you to drop the steering column. And by dropping the steering column makes it very, very simple to just slide the instrument cluster out. To get the instrument cluster out, there's a couple of screws, Phillips head screws, to take out the flashing here. Then I believe it's surrounded by more small, probably 7 bolts that require a 7mm socket. The dash doesn't have a harness. It slides in and it's guided in, and it just plugs in as it's sliding. So no harness to disconnect on the dash. Very easy to get the instrument cluster out. To get at the body control module, God, that really sucked. Well, you have to take this off. Then you start disassembling these brackets. You can see the wires in there. You can see the wires in there. That's the wires for the body control. In fact, you can see the body control module. When you take this large metal flashing off, you have a lot better access. But let me tell you, it's a bear. It is an absolute bear. Alright guys, there you go. Kick panel removal. Tips on removing the digital instrument cluster.